if we were going to go with popularity, I would want Wolverine and Storm. So if
I was say you gotta have Wolverine
and
still.
This okay. So if it were me, right? If I was going to say original popular X-Men, I would go Cyclops, Beast, Wolverine, Storm, and Iceman. I would take out Jean Grey because Jean Grey Phoenix way too OP.
Here's the one thing I have wrong with that comparison. Of the 5 X-Men members that you mentioned, only 2 of them are students.
Only 2
with
of them.
Wolverine.
I'm gonna let you guys pick your teams, and after you pick your teams, I'm gonna shut it down on why this is a stupid argument.
Well, actually,
X-Men against My Hero.
A 5-on-5 battle.
There's going to be an instant wipe.
My Hero Academia characters against Legends.
All Might is washing Wolverine.
Wolverine's went up against the Hulk.
Storm is wiping him.
Okay, here we go.
All right, guys. Hey, guys, look. We've been talking about My Hero, the Big Three, all that stuff. I got a question. I want to know what you guys think about putting up X-Men against My Hero. Come on. I mean, all the powers.
That is a comparable universe.
It is.
It's a very comparable universe. So now, okay, but here would be my question. All right, this is to anybody. If we said a 5-on-5 battle, but for the My Hero universe, no pro heroes. Let's just do class, 1A, 1B, like any on that level versus the X-Men. What 5 X-Men would you pick? Would you pick the original X-Men, or?
I think you have to talk about the original 5. If you're talking about the original X-Men, you have to talk about the original, which is
have Wolverine.
Well, but let's
and he's an original. So you have Wolverine, you have Rogue, you have Jean Grey, you have Cyclops, you have Beast, Professor X, which doesn't count because he's like a professor.
Actually, Wolverine is not one of the original X-Men.
He's not one of the original X-Men.
The original 5 X-Men are Beast, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Angel, and Iceman.
Iceman. Yep.
Oh.
If we were going to go with popularity, I would want Wolverine and Storm. So you
gotta have Wolverine still.
So if it were me, right? If I was going to say original popular X-Men, I would go Cyclops, Beast, Wolverine, Storm, and Iceman. I would take out Jean Grey because Jean Grey Phoenix way too OP.
Here's the one thing I have wrong with that comparison. Of the 5 X-Men members that you mentioned, only 2 of them are students.
Only 2
with
of them.
Wolverine.
I'm gonna let you guys pick your teams, and after you pick your teams, I'm gonna shut it down on why this is a stupid argument. But go ahead, pick your teams. Go ahead.
Why would this be a stupid argument?
Because
Omega, who belongs on the X-Men team?
No, of why X-Men versus My Hero is just completely idiotic.
Let's hear it now.
What Brandon is saying is that there's going to be an instant wipe. But I would like to see the match that people pick.
Let me tell you why it wouldn't be an instant wipe. I'm going to tell you why right now.
Okay.
If you took Lemillion from My Hero Academia against Nightcrawler, is it a wash?
Well, what your argument is the argument that they have that My Hero Academia is a straight rip from the X-Men, which is an argument. Like, it's a current argument that's already had. However,
comparable universes.
Comparable universes. They stole the X-Men story and made it into an anime.
To a degree, yes.
But you have to talk about the let's call them Omega tier. I refer to it as God tier characters that the X-Men have, like planet destroying, world destroying characters.
But this is the thing, and this is why I would not have Jean Grey a part of this conversation of My Hero MHA versus X-Men. I would not have Jean Grey,
I guess,
because she's God tier. If I'm talking straight up, if you take away mystic abilities, if you take away telekinesis to a degree, you take all of that out of here, and it's just You got your mutant abilities and you got your quirks. Put you on the desert.
I mean, okay. So the only reason why I think that the X-Men or just the X-Men universe, like imagine Storm versus what's that Cyclone dude, the Storm kid.
He looks like M. Bison.
Yeah, he looks like M. Bison.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
and he's just very enthusiastic.
Yeah. Again,
It's
if we were to all discuss this based off my 5, okay? Beast, Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, and Iceman. If I had Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, give me 2. Anybody give me 2 more from my hero. I got Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki. That's Creative.
Yeah, Creative.
She takes this. Okay, I'll take Creative, and then who?
Kurishima.
I would say
Kurishima. Are you talking about Red Riot?
Red Riot? Yeah, Red Riot.
Okay.
Red Riot.
Okay. So.
Okay.
Put Tokoyami in there, though.
I was going to say Tokoyami.
Now, what I'll say to that is, Storm. No, let's go Iceman. I'll do you a favor. I'll give you Storm. I'll give you Storm versus all of the My Hero Academia characters. All of them
against Storm? No,
because she is God tier. So yes,
well, wait,
Storm
but if
versus
Eraserhead,
all
hold on,
of them.
but if Eraserhead erases her Storm quirk, now she's just a woman.
If he's not a part of this, if Storm's in the air, she's about to create thunder and hail. Okay.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to do, I'm sending Todoroki and Deku. Todoroki, throw some fire up there to get her moving around. Deku, Black Whip, slam her to the ground.
You know what? Let me just chime in right here. No, she's not going to just do thunder and hail. Remember, she can control wind too. That's an issue.
I'm not saying. Yeah. It's a good battle.
But you're putting top tier against students. So if you're going to put top tier against top tier, then you got to go top tier in My Hero too. So you got to break out All Might, Endeavor, Eraserhead. You got to bring them into it.
So if you bring out,
I'll allow that.
But see, this is the thing: the minute you bring in All Might, that now changes the scope.
Does it?
It does. All Might is washing Wolverine.
Yeah, but I mean, but when
Wolverine
you say, I don't think he could obliterate his recovery.
Wolverine's went up against the Hulk and ended up winning that.
Exactly.
So I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the older generation, I have to apologize for everyone here who is putting My Hero Academia characters against Legends. I apologize.
I'm gonna be honest.
I personally apologize. I'm sorry.
Okay. Now I'm not going to be blasphemous, but if you take Beast
this
Intelligence,
conversation is blasphemous.
If you take this Beast Intelligence and you take Deku's in battle, he's quick on his feet, right? I'm not saying Deku is as intelligent as Beast. By no means. Deku's probably the most intelligent one on that squad that I picked. I think Deku's battle prowess would allow him to conceive a plan where, and again, it's a team battle. It's not a one-on-one. It's not Shoto versus Iceman. Deku will be able to conceive a plan on the spot that would allow them an advantage. It's not an easy watch.
I apologize. Don't use Beast. If you talk about battle prowess, Deku, right? Mm-hmm. I would say the original X-Men, that would be Cyclops. His battle prowess is actually, I think, greater than all the motherfuckers.
That is very true.
Great.
That is very true.
So let me take these glasses off.
Nice.
He's a great leader.
Like
Cyclops is a phenomenal leader. Cyclops is such a great leader and X-Men member. He does not get the credit he deserves.
Is it his battle prowess or is it his leadership? Is it one or the other? Because they're not the same thing.
Hand in hand. They go hand in hand.
Do they?
I mean,
do they though?
Yes. Leonardo was a great leader, but everybody loves Michelangelo and Raphael. Another conversation. But Leonardo's a great leader.
Well,
I mean, this is a really good.
We can save that.
So,
actually.
Well,
actually,
if you go into this right here with the Last Ronin,
what is the Last Ronin?
Last Ronin is whenever all the Ninja Turtles have passed except for Michelangelo.
If Cyclops is optic blasting in the direction of My Hero, right? Creati off rip creates a barricade wall. Okay, she moves around, right? She does that. She moves around. I think the My Hero universe are faster than the X-Men as far as natural ability. Bakugo's blasting speed, Todoroki, Deku's ability to move around. The X-Men, I'm not saying there's not fast X-Men, but they generally will not be able to keep up with the speed that My Hero exhibits.
So if Wolverine were to come through with the Berserker Barrage,
yes,
who's gonna stop? Which My Hero is gonna, like, he's aiming at somebody?
Berserker Barrage.
Right?
The five that I
chose.
chose.
Berserker Barrage. All right, bub. And he freaking he comes through. Who is gonna be able to stop him? Because he has adamantium. Remember,
yes,
can create a barrier. He's just gonna slide through it. Adamantium, sorry.
But he has to exhibit a lot of energy to do that. And I'm not saying he won't get through, but Deku is not going to allow his teammates to stand by and just say, "Hey guys, let's see how long it takes him to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop." It's not happening.
Hey guys, we're about to die. I'm just going to generate a new power from that we didn't know that was coming. Now I have a new power.
So let's create barricade. Deku black whips, floats. Deku has the rest of the team up in the air, right? Okay. Who can get up in the air with him? Storm. Storm comes up in the air to do something. Now, what does Bakugo do? Let me go, you clown. Boom, 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 boom. He's going to attack Storm, right? Shoto sees Iceman getting ready to come up. They're head to head. I think that's a great battle. That's almost a
great battle to talk
about.
That's a great battle, but that's pretty much a wash for me.
Well, Wind and Water versus Storm versus Bakugo. Wind and Water versus Fire. I think
Bakugo's speed is going to give. I think Bakugo's speed will give Storm problems, just because they both can be long range.
Again, Storm and Iceman. We weren't doing Iceman. We were doing Storm. God tier. Like, she can just blow up the planet.
Okay. Burn it. Let's
blow up the planet. Game over.
Let's take what was said, right? The My Hero team is up in the air. Storm is right there. Bakugo is going after Storm, right? The thing is, the argument is Bakugo is fast. He's not faster than lightning.
So here's another part of the argument you might be missing, though, too. Bakugo's power isn't fire.
It's sweat.
It's explosion. Yeah, it's based on his sweat.
Right.
And so if Storm just washes him away, he has no ability anymore.
She has to be able to keep up with Bakugo's
that and she'll just blow up the planet.
She can't.
I'm gonna go back with blow up the planet.
Bakugo can only move but so fast in one direction, whereas Storm can actually fly.
Yes,
like he can only move but so fast in one direction, and it's always going to be telegraphed.
We love you, Halle Berry, just so you know.
Right? Talking about Dark Shadow.
Dark Shadow.
Yo, Jubilee is just gonna light up the sky, and that's it.
Yeah.
He picked Jubilee.
Jubilee.
Jubilee will light up the sky, and then he's gonna.
That's a good point.
And then somebody will kill Jubilee, and then Wolverine will just kill everybody.
Here's my thing, and I typically don't, agree with Vern on every single thing, like the Big Three conversation. But this is one of those situations where it's
the
just
new
like
Big Three or the old Big Three.
Yeah. But this is one of those situations where it's like, he's not wrong. At the end of the day, we take those 5 in X-Men. We take those 5 in My Hero. The 5 in X-Men are legit god tier. They're Omega level mutants.
Omega level.
These are students that still haven't fully been able to use their quirks consistently, nor will they be able to outlast the X-Men. And if Wolverine goes into a bloodlust, it's
a wrap.
But okay,
he's equivalent to Stain.
But we're talking student, right? Original, early age. They're students just like 1A students.
They're still overpowered.
Okay. You're talking about when Wolverine was a child and he realized that he had the claws. Those are his actual bones, without the adamantium.
That's the difference between the X-Men and the My Hero Academia team. The X-Men, when they were in their prime, when they were younger, they had the harsh reality of not being able to control and maintain their ability. They would just, go get out of hand. Whereas My Hero Academia, it's the mindset that you have to build that up as a muscle. So you start off weak, get stronger. Whereas in X-Men, you've already got all this power. You just need to tone it down.
So right now, currently in My Hero Academia, they have what? Their provisional licenses.
Yeah.
Or are they considered heroes, entry level heroes? Right?
Provisional licenses.
Okay, if we're looking at the X-Men, and for a lot of people, a lot of viewers, they're probably going to remember the 1992 X-Men series on Fox, Yellow Spandex. Okay, if you're going off of that X-Men, which is perfectly fine, if that's the X-Men that you want to go off of, and you're looking at how the 1A students and some of the 1B students have their provisional licenses and they're battling the League of Villains currently, those students against that X-Men group.
Do you really think that Shigaraki,
Mr. Sinister,
as where he's at right now,
Let's talk about it.
With
hold on.
Magneto?
Hold on.
I'm not seeing him. I'm not
Talk about it.
I ain't doing that.
Spoilers.
Magneto
Hold on.
is
No
ridiculous.
spoilers. No spoilers, please.
Hey,
because
Juris.
I can't.
Okay, here
this
we
will
go.
definitely be a spoiler.
Actually, I do think Shigaraki can give Magneto the business. And Magneto's my favorite villain of all time.
Yeah.
All time.
Shigaraki versus Magneto, absolutely not. However, where he's going, it might be a problem.
In all honesty, Magneto is Ochaka. He's the girl that has the gravity.
Hold on. Real quick.
That's a little blasphemous.
Did you just disrespect
Oh my
Magneto
God.
like
I think
that?
so.
Oh my god! Yeah, he did.
He did, very much
this
so.
one.
Magneto actually uses the polarity of the grounds, thus using the ability to use magnets, and they're completely two different things, sir.
Let me put it like this. Magneto doesn't have to move his hands or do anything to control you as long as there's metal, even the slightest bit of metal in your body.
thank you.
Chaka, as soon as she releases her hands like this, she's puking her brains out. I don't think they're on the same level.
No.
Because they're trying to do it
but
without
again,
touching.
and this is why I love this. I love this topic because it's not easy. Okay, Magneto versus Shigaraki, but nobody answered Lemillion versus Nightcrawler. Nobody answered that. Toga versus Mystique. And for those who's Toga? Toga is the one with the League of Villains who it's like, Deku, I love you. I want to lick your blood. And when she tastes your blood, she can transform into you. Her versus Mystique. What I said initially was they're comparable universes. So if you want to pick certain individuals against other individuals,
They're not comparable.
all I'm saying is villain and hero status is irrelevant in this discussion. It doesn't matter that
in any battle that you have, if any battle that you have, you can find a Marvel character that's better in the X-Men universe that's better than anybody.
Bakugo versus Boom Boom. Who wins?
Who the heck is Boom Boom?
Oh wow, she can make bombs. She's okay. So imagine Jubilee, but this woman can actually conjure up a bomb, like a glowing thing of energy that actually explodes. You don't know Boom Boom from X-Force?
Boom Boom was in Deadpool 3. Or Deadpool 2, I mean. Deadpool 2.
I thought that was Domino.
It was her in Colossus. No, 2 is
that was Domino. She that was played by Zazie Beetz.
From the My Hero universe, who can kill someone from the X-Men universe? Like,
can kill
one character. Yeah, who could
Who
kill?
can kill or take out?
If we remove all inhibitions, it's just a straight battle. Okay.
Here we go.
Cable.
Really?
Endeavor versus Cyclops?
Endeavor's done. Endeavor's done
pretty quick.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I feel like Cable alone washes My Hero.
Endeavor's not getting any
Cyclops. Yes, and Cyclops, if he does his full blast, he can shoot through the planet.
Yeah.
I've heard this planet destruction stuff way too many times. This is not Dragon Ball Z.
When they hit Omega level, they are absolutely planet destroyers.
Yes.
Is Cyclops Omega level?
Yes,
he is.
Yes, he is.
He is. Even before the Phoenix Force, he's the Mega level.
Yes, young one.
Before the Phoenix Force.
Yes, young one. He is.
Yes. Because when oh my God, levels.
Okay.
I mean, I think Omega level mutant. Okay. Right. Omega level mutant, which isn't there a tier system where there's like tier 5? Phoenix, Magneto. Okay, that's the 3. I'll give you those. Apocalypse.
Silver Surfer.
I don't have Cyclops as an Omega level mutant. He's not on the same level as
Hey,
Phoenix.
Well, you don't have him, but he is.
Hey, yo, I just
Sorry
gotta
that
ask one
hurts your
question.
feelings.
Hey, yo, I gotta ask you one
Who
question.
decided that?
Hey,
Who decided that?
hey, let me ask you this. Hey,
Okay.
in all seriousness, whose touch is out touching who? If Rogue were to touch Shigaraki,
Pause.
would she absorb his power or would she decay? Which one would actually outdo who?
This is what I see happen. He can only use DK from that one hand, correct? Yes, no. Anybody?
No.
Answer.
No,
I don't
no,
know.
no.
I think it's any hand.
Yeah, he does it to his feet.
I thought he
does.
actually touched the floor. Now I gotta watch the thing again.
Anything
Nah,
that
no.
he touches.
Anything he touches is
Don't
done.
Hold on, guys.
Okay.
So as soon as she touches him, I think that she would pretty much drain his power from then on. I don't think that
Nope.
I don't think the decay would work right away.
I don't
Nope.
think so.
I disagree. I
think
I
it's
don't-
just decay.
I think Rogue
If
would
both
still
their- if
decay.
both their
I
powers
think
are
Rogue
on.
would still decay.
If both their powers are on, and they come right here, decay's working faster.
It is.
I mean,
Because
is she on the
I
ground
think
though?
it's possible. Anybody that touches Rogue right off the back is a power drain.
Is she on the ground though? Because if she's on the ground and Shigaraki sees her coming, she's gone.
But she can fly, so
But again, they don't know each other's abilities yet. It's not like
Right.
Deku had an opportunity to say,
But you brought-
Cyclops does
so-
this, Wolverine does this.
Somebody brought up a valid
Go ahead.
point. It takes her a little bit, and he's right because
Exactly.
here's what
There's
happens
a delay.
when Rogue. There's a delay for Rogue. She takes it
Yes,
a
it is.
little
What?
bit at a time. She doesn't take it all
Oh.
instantaneously. Look at any
There's
one
a
of the
delay.
comics.
No, but listen,
It's
look,
supposed to be
when Rogue
instantaneous.
kissed Iceman, even in the movie, there was like, even if it was a 1.5 delay, there's a delay.
I can't even go off of that
the
stupid
minute,
ass movie, man.
the minute Shigaraki touches anything, boom, gone.
Spoiler, My Hero spoiler. But remember when someone cut their arm off to keep from decaying?
Is she about to cut her fingers off?
And the question is the power drain instantaneous? Now, the effects might take a minute or two, but is the power drain instant?
Instantaneous,
question.
exactly.
No, it's
so
not.
that's a
If
no.
the power
It's not.
drain is instant.
But
so
here's
wait, no, the effects are later
Okay.
on, but is the power drain instant? Does it start and
So
instantly?
my
Yes.
closer for this is
I would say yes.
And with this conversation, and we deviated, but X-Men would completely, like, one of the X-Men would completely wash all of the My Hero team, but the X-Men as a team would demolish the My Hero team. That's
I
my
think that's the
closer.
point that we're
That's
trying
it.
to make from the beginning.
I
But
agree
just to
with
jump back to the
This is-
Rogue Shigaraki conversation, right?
Yes.
Here's my issue. There's no delay in her power. As soon as he touches you, that's it. Remember, whose power did she absorb in order to gain flight, as well as superhuman
Miss
strength?
Marvel.
Blue
Thank you.
goo.
Who's Miss? No. Was it Miss Marvel?
It was
was
blue.
it-
Yes,
was it Jean
it was
Grey?
blue goo, Miss Marvel.
Yeah, but not.
But here's another thing. Here's another thing to consider. Even if Rogue's ability works faster than Shigaraki's, Rogue has to learn how to control all of the abilities that Shigaraki has.
Oof.
Right there.
That's a problem because when Rogue
Yes, it
touches
is.
you, she gains all your bills. She gains all your bills. Yeah, she does gain all your bills. She gains all your memories and all the abilities that person has.
And
so
she will
I
not
think
be
what's
able to
gonna-
handle Shigaraki's brain. For
And
me,
he doesn't
Shigaraki
win.
wins that. But you
Nah,
know
I
what?
say Rogue
You know
wins
what?
that.
We got to leave this up to the viewers. You guys decide. You guys
Yeah.
decide who you think would win.
Yo,
the My Hero
You
Academia
know how beast mode
universe
Rogue is.
or the
She
X-Men
puts
universe.
everybody to sleep quick.
X-Men.
Just remember that everybody.
Yeah.
Oh my
Guys, you
god!
know what it is. You let us know. X-Men or My Hero Academia. Leave your comments below.